Hi folks, StrayCat74 here. We are not in the basement of Solitude. We are in the working truck of Solitude. That really doesn't work very well, does it? We're in my work truck. I'm sitting in a loading dock getting unloaded. So if the camera starts bouncing around like that, that's because the guys on the other side of this wall are trying to get my trailer emptied. A few years ago, I bought a rifle. Yeah, I know, big shock, right? It was a legally owned firearm in the state that it was residing in. Here comes the forklift guy. It was a legally owned firearm in the state that it was residing at the time. I know that the person I was buying it from personally. Yeah, me, talk, good. We did all the paperwork, I paid, we transferred, I drove it back to Wisconsin, no problems. Two little issues, only two, and they're a little bitty. First, that firearm, or there had been a law passed in the state that I was purchasing the rifle in that would make that firearm illegal after the first of the year I bought it, which was a few years ago. And it was no longer going to be legal in that state. Stupid rule. It's a semi-automatic firearm that looks like a fully automatic firearm. That's why it was going to be illegal. If you followed my channel for any length of time, you know I own a semi-automatic 1928 A1 Thompson. It's a semi-auto 45 ACP carbine. Beautiful rifles. $3,000 rifle, brand new. I got it for less than that, but we're not going to go into that one for details on that one. That rifle is not legal in the state of Connecticut where my dad lives, because it looks like a fully automatic firearm. It's not. It cannot be made to shoot full auto. Period. But it's illegal in the state of Connecticut. Now, the fully automatic Thompson submachine gun, as long as you have all of the federal paperwork for it, is legal in Connecticut. But my semi-auto, which is legal in almost every other state, is not legal in Connecticut because it looks like a fully automatic firearm. Well, I bought an FNFAL. Semi-automatic, designed, built, semi-auto. I bought it, brought it back to Wisconsin where it's completely legal to own. I told a friend of mine, hey, I'm going to be buying an FNFAL. Before I could finish saying that, he said, well, I hope you like prison. Why? Well, I'm not going to talk to a felon. And I haven't heard from that guy since. Refuses to speak to me. I never did figure out why he thought I was going to be going to prison over a semi-automatic rifle, other than maybe he's thinking about the law in Connecticut that says you're not allowed to own a semi-automatic weapon that looks like a full auto, when it's perfectly legal to own the full auto as long as you do the federal paperwork on it. Like I said, I've never heard back from the guy. I don't know why he thought I was going to be going to prison. We did the paperwork, we did the transfer, I paid the tax, tag, and transfer fee. I don't see what the problem was. I've owned that rifle for a while now. 7, 8 years? Something like that? I don't remember. I'd have to dig out the paperwork, and I'm not home right now. So, yeah. Don't know what's going on with that. So, semi-auto rifle, perfectly legal in the state of Wisconsin where I live, where the firearm is stored, with a trigger lock, in a gun safe, unloaded, ammo stored in a separate location. Nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I think it's sitting right next to my Thompson. I'll have to go into my gun safe and check when I get home, which will be Thanksgiving. We're a couple of days before Thanksgiving now, so, it'll be a couple of days. Again, I apologize about the quality of the video. I apologize about the shaking. Laptop is literally sitting in my lap. Not a very good camera. Not a very good microphone. There's fans running. There's a reefer running. That's refrigerated trailer. That's trucker talk for a refrigerated trailer. It's literally just the other side of this wall. There's another truck directly behind me. Another truck on that side. They're all idling. They all have reefers and they're all running, making noise. Sorry about the sound quality. So anyway, you have to understand. You have to understand the laws about your firearms, where they're legal, where they're not legal, where you can take them, what you can and cannot do with them. In the state of Wisconsin, where I reside, we have very few firearms laws. All of the federal stuff applies, unfortunately. All gun laws are infringements. State laws regarding transfer still apply, and I follow all of the laws that are applicable. Don't violate the law. You mostly won't have a problem. I know there's some gun stuff in the news lately. I'm not going to talk about that. That's politics. Kenosha Kyle is innocent. But that's as far as I'm going to go on it. He was just found innocent of all charges just a couple of days ago, so it's in the news, so that kind of dates this video of November. Well, it just became the 23rd. It's like 4 minutes after midnight. So we're almost to Thanksgiving. So that happened recently. So know your laws, no federal law, no state law, know the laws for the areas you're going to be transporting across. Like Illinois is just south of Wisconsin. There are things I can do as a Wisconsin resident that I cannot do in the state of Illinois. Know all the laws, obey all the laws, and mostly you probably won't have a problem. So, I bought a firearm. I knew what the laws in Connecticut were, what they were going to be. All of the states in between Wisconsin and Connecticut, because I had to drive through them. At the time, I made the joke that it was going to be a short week. I was only driving 2,400 miles. That's from Wisconsin down through Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. That's the little buzzer thing telling me that I'm empty. So I'm going to cut this short, and I'll get back with you guys later. Stray Cat 74 here. We're back in the work truck of Solitude. Anyway, it is now December 4th, 2021. About a little more than a week after the last video. So it's been hectic. I've been working a lot. Thanksgiving threw a heck of a wrench into everything, and I ended up taking about 4 days off for the holiday. Work week came around. I'm currently in Loda, Illinois, at the rest area, and I've got about damn it. 35, 40 minutes until I have to leave to go to my appointment. So I got a little bit of downtime. I got some Minecrafting in. I did some internet, caught up on most of my... I was going to say porn, but most of my interneting. You'll notice the camera's a little bit more stable. I'm not in a loading dock, so it's not bouncing around so much, but it is still currently on my lap. So you're going to get a little bit of camera jiggle. One of these days, I want to get a GoPro or a professional camera and microphone set up so that I can do these with a little bit more production value. Would also help if I learned to edit my videos. That's on my list of stuff to figure out eventually. I don't get a lot of time to screw off on the computer, as you can probably tell. I've been parked for just over an hour. So, you may notice the beard is not quite so gray. However, it's now kind of purple. Funny story that. Friend of mine wanted me to go shopping with him, and I wanted to get rid of some of the gray. So I found dark chocolate, which is my natural hair color. And they chose raspberry jam. Put them in the same bag, ran into the house. Their grandmother called, they had to leave, they grabbed a box and ran. I grabbed the other box, went up to the bathroom, take a shower, do my hair, and it said leave it in for like 45 minutes. Well, at about the 35-minute mark, I'm like, why is it turning red? Anyway, long story short, we got the boxes backwards. So once this grows out or washes out and the gray starts showing up again, I'm going to see if I can get that dark chocolate back from them and use that one. Because in the past, I've gone blonde. Then I tried to put purple in and it came out pink. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I really liked the color pink. But when you're going for purple and your hair turns pink, like bright neon pink, and you have a ponytail that goes halfway down your back, not so much. So, anyway, I've got hat hair because my hair is short enough that I can't really do anything with it, so slick it back, put on a baseball cap. I didn't do that for this video because I was wearing a hat in the first half of this, where I was talking about firearms, buying a firearm out of Connecticut, driving it back to Wisconsin. Know your laws, know the laws of every place in between, know the laws about transporting firearms, unloaded, locked, in a case, in a compartment, out of reach of the driver. I also did not have any ammo in the car at all for that trip, but that's neither here nor there. I've owned that firearm for 7 or 8 years now. It's perfectly legal for me to own it in Wisconsin. Long story short. My Thompson, I did not pay full price for it. You know, brand new, if you go to the Auto Ordnance website, I can't link because YouTube. And you look up the Deluxe Package 1928A1. It's got this nice square box with the bullet logo for Auto Ordnance on it. And it had a, 1928 A1 semi-automatic rifle. It had a 30-round magazine and a 50-round drum. Now, the drum is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's heavy as hell. It takes 5 pounds of ammo. And considering the gun is already 13 pounds to begin with, She's a little heavy to carry. The 30-round sticks, a lot lighter, a lot easier to change. It doesn't take 3 hands to swap that out. My FN-FAL came with, let's see, it's an interesting combination. It is a G1 lower, German G1 semi-auto lower. It's got an Israeli gas and barrel system, or barrel and gas system. Yeah, barrel and gas system. And it's got aftermarket quad rail on the front. Now, I have to gas it really low, and the gas system works opposite of the way most people think it does. On the M60, the higher the number, the more gas it gets. My brother was in the Marine Corps. He was trained on the M60. That's how that works. FAL works the other way around. The lower the number, the more gas you give it. So I got to run her down on 2 to 2.5 for most ammo for it to cycle reliably. Because the Israeli gas system is much longer, takes more gas. Other than that, absolutely nothing wrong with the rifle. Functions flawless. Came with 3 mag carriers and 6 mags. Matter of fact, that's all I still have for it, and somebody's blocking the light. He's leaving, so I guess he can go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm at a rest area, so people are going to be going by. There goes another one. In any case, well, this is already going to be like 17 minutes long, so I'm going to cut it short. I've been heckin' busy. I really don't have anything new to talk about. I will, when I can get my reloading bench cleaned off yet again, I will be doing another 9mm video where I make 100 rounds. Last time I did it, it was on the Lee Pro 1000. That system broke down in less than a year. Put 20,000 rounds through a reloader, and yeah, they break. I now have a Dillon 550B. I believe I've done a couple of videos with it before, but I'm going to be setting that back up for 9mm, and I'm going to do a production run of 100 rounds, and you'll see how quickly it goes. Once you have everything set, you can just plug it in, fill it up, and go. Marvelous system. I love the hell out of my Dillon 550. Older version, because it's the B model, and I don't remember what one they're up to. I think they're up to the D or the E now. But, times change. It still works the same. I also have 45 Colt now. I need to get around to doing some casting for that before I can reload that. And for the firearm for that one is my 1858 Remington New Army revolver. Now, the 1858 doesn't really apply, but if I tell you it's an 1858, you know which one it is. If I say it's a Remington New Army revolver, not a lot of people know what that is. So, the New Army is the 44 caliber. The Navy is 36 caliber. That's one of the... Wow, that is really washing me out. Anyway, I've got a conversion cylinder for that. It's a Taylor & Company conversion, so... I thought I had another half hour for that. I gotta get going, folks. I'll catch you next time. If you liked today's video, folks, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, tick the little bell icon for all notifications, and remember to share this on all your social media platforms so your friends can enjoy my content as well. Thank you.